at the Nigerian national meet, I had to get first or second in order to go to African Championships. And I had to get first to go to Commonwealth Games. I wasn't aware of the standards. I kind of just went to the meet thinking like, oh, it's just something to do before these two meets. And so I guess it was kind of no pressure. And so that probably helped with my performance. And it was raining. It was like a bad day. But I still like went out there and I just like threw as well as I could. And I got first in shot put, got second in discus, and so that went really well. Going on to Commonwealth Games and African Championships was kind of the same idea. Commonwealth Games, I had no idea how big it was going into it. I walked in and there were like these badges and like security and all these like countries there, and like it wasn't until I actually got onto the track and I like saw the whole crowd for the first time. I hadn't like gone to the track before and like just to like watch the meet itself. I kind of just like went while I was competing in like 40,000 seats or something, everybody like cheering. And it was just like, it was almost a distraction more than it was like a motivator, because I was just like, wow, this is so cool. I was just looking around, and Valerie Adams, she's like the best shot putter ever for women, and she was there, and I was kind of just like looking at her like, oh my goodness, this is so cool. And it was actually, I felt a little out of my league until I did well, and I was like, wow, I actually have this much potential, and I'm like doing this well right in this moment, you know? And so, going off that, I realized how much more that I wanted this year than I did last year. I obviously was like motivated and I wanted to do well, but I kind of didn't realize the extent of my passion for it until everybody was leaving and saying like, oh, like see you next year at like African Championships, or like see you in Rio, you know? It's just like, wow, these people are like so good and they're holding the same standard, and I just like really want to do that.
I definitely think it's great for the program to be able to get the Harvard name out there and the Harvard brand out there. Obviously, we're synonymous with high academic standards, but we're also high. You know, we want everyone to know that we are a top athletic program as well, especially in track and field. Our women's team has won 3 of the last 4 Ivy League championships. And this past year, to have her on the team and be a big contributor to that, winning the indoor title, winning the outdoor shot put title, runner-up in the discus. We're lucky to have her, and the impact that it makes on the program is really priceless. Not only points-wise and performance-wise, but just the teammate that she is, the leader that she is. It really helps the rest of the team.
Coming into this year, I really don't want to get complacent. I know I'm already realizing how hard it is to like come off such a high and keep pushing forward. I just really don't want to get complacent. I want to push it as far as I can, and I want to like realize, like always have that goal like driving me. I don't want to like let it sit in the back of my head kind of, and let like schoolwork or whatever other obligations I may have kind of direct me away from that ultimate goal of like being the best I can be.
So there's a lot of high goals for this year. I don't want to necessarily give exactly what they are, but you know, they're high ones. Obviously at the HEPS level, you want to win again, but beyond that, there's expectations at the NCAA level, and for a world championship year, there's expectations and goals. So it's just going to take a lot of hard work. There's a lot of work that has to be done, even with the successes she's already had, and we've met about that. And I'm definitely going to be excited to get things started here in a couple of weeks. She's still recovering and resting up a little bit from the long season, but there's no doubt in my mind that if she puts in the work and she wants something, she's got the ability to go out there and achieve it. So I'm excited for the year to come and to see where we can get.
Coming back to Harvard, it's definitely going to be different because I've like competed on these huge stages, like Harvard's it's a team that's like always there for me. Nigeria's just like, I'm competed with them a couple times this summer, but like Harvard every meet, I want to like represent the H as well as I can.